Hello, welcome to another video. Today I thought I would share my current household with you. I've had this save file for about a year and a half now, but the family I've had since COVID started, so since March 2020, I've been playing with this family. I had them in one save file for a long time, and then because I played with them so long, after a while with The Sims, if you play in one save file for so long, it goes really weird and laggy, so I had to move them out into this one. So this is the Weeks family. This is where they live at the moment. I moved them into San Sequoia when this is another thing about moving save files and deleting CC. This is one of the cousins, Brianna, and you can see she is bald because I had a custom content hair on her that I've obviously deleted. This is their house. They live in San Sequoia. I built this house when the pack first came out. I'm actually pretty proud of how I did with this house, considering I'm normally pretty bad at building. So we have Cassandra that lives here, we have Isaac Landgrab, and we have Russell Weeks. So my original intention with this family was that every single sim that I had was going to be named after a character or someone related to Doctor Who. So we've obviously got Cassandra here. If you watch Doctor Who, Cassandra's like a flap piece of skin. She's one of the baddies. Isaac doesn't have a Doctor Who name because I married him from the Landgrab family. And then Russell is named after Russell T Davis. I will show you their family tree really quickly. So this is who I'm playing with at the moment. It's Cassandra. She has a brother named Yanto and another brother named Jack. Jack actually died. He's been culled. By the looks of it, a lot of these Sims have been culled. Or I think they're just loading in. Jack and Yanto were twins. Yanto is like the good twin. He did really well in school. He graduated early, all of that kind of stuff. And Jack was a bit of a rebel. He dropped out of school. He was kind of going down the criminal path. I didn't mean to kill him. He autonomously went to go swim in the swimming pool in the middle of winter, and he froze to death. And it was just after their dad and their mum split up, so they were very, very sad for quite a few days. It was quite annoying to play with, actually. But so I'm playing with Cassandra at the moment. Their mum is Rose and their dad was Tane. Rose and Tane were together when they were teenagers. Then they broke up because I wanted Rose to kind of go to college and live that kind of life. So she did. Then she moved back in with her parents, who were Paolo and Ryan, and got back together with Tane, had Cassandra. Then Rose moved back out. She wanted to live by herself. They moved to Brindleton Bay. Got back with Tane, then had the twins. Then they're not together again now. They've split up again. They had a pretty tumultuous relationship, actually. But you can see the family tree goes up quite far. In this save, I'm on generation, I think that's 6 now. But if you look, you can see that there is other Sims from the old save that were culled because I brought them over to this save. But this generation goes up on this save. The old save goes up about, I think, another 3 or 4. So I'm actually on, I think, generation 10, but you can see here that this is now just a massive family. I don't know what's happening with my game and why this family tree is looking like this at the moment, but it's a really, really big family. I tried as hard as I could when I was playing with Cassandra when she was a kid to keep them all in loop with each other and make sure that the family was staying connected, but it's got to the point now where it's really, really hard because there is so many of them, because I have neighbourhood stories turned on. I am considering, when I move on to Russell's generation, moving over save files again and starting fresh, because this one is starting to get a little bit buggy now, but I kind of don't want to at the same time because I've made so much progress with this family. So Cassandra is a actress. She is level 7 of the actress career. I think she's about to get promoted today when she comes back, actually. She has quite a few traits. She was a top-notch toddler. She was responsible, valedictorian, did really, really good when she was younger. She is a B-lister, so she is quite famous, and she is married to Isaac Landgrab, who is in the business career. They don't really have much of a relationship at the moment because Isaac was going to work as Russell was an infant, and Cassandra was kind of looking after Russell constantly, so they didn't really get to too much. So I need to do some work on their relationship because they do keep getting into a little bit of arguments. But Isaac's family tree, he comes from the Landgrabs. He's a child of neighbourhood stories. I'm not 100% sure if he's Nancy's son, grandson, or great grandson. I'll have a look really quickly now. I think son, yeah. So yeah, his brothers are Malcolm and Johnny Zest, and obviously here's Russell as well. Nancy is gone. I don't know what happened to Nancy. She's been culled. I don't know if I killed her or not, but she's definitely not there. So this is their house. Like I said, I built this when the pack came out. I had quite a bit of fun building it. I tried as best as I could to get it to fit in with the rest of the house. You can kind of see here, this house here is what I based this house on. However, this house over here, my game's been so laggy. This house over here has a door leading out onto the roof, which makes no sense whatsoever. They've just finished building the tree house. I haven't added anything to it or decorations because they have literally just finished it. We currently do have a stayover happening at the moment. So we have Lucy, we have Rose, and I think we have Yanto as well, and their baby is here with them. They asked, well, I had one of them, I can't remember which one it was exactly. One of them called up and said, "Can we come and stay over?" And I said, yeah, thinking that it would just be one or two of them, but the whole household came, and I didn't really have room for them, so I've had to put 3 beds in the attic so they can go sleep there. I don't know how long this stayover is supposed to last. It's up until, okay, I've got a couple of days left of it, but they're doing fine. The baby keeps crying and isn't really getting taken care of very well, but it's not my baby, so it's not my problem. Here is Cassandra and Isaac's bedroom. They've got a little bassinet in there because they are about to get pregnant again. She might actually be pregnant at the moment, I can't remember. Here is Russell's little bedroom, the bathroom, the nursery, and then downstairs we just have kind of a big open plan living room. There's a piano in the entryway, and then I've got this as like a skill building / study kind of room. But this is where we are at the moment with this family. I am not 100% sure what I want to do with Russell just yet. I'm not sure if I want Russell to be the next heir, or if the baby after him, or maybe even the baby after that is going to be the next heir. I don't know how many kids I want them to have. But Russell he's only just aged up recently. He got top-notch infant, and he is high confidence at the moment as well. His milestones include first day of school, celebrating a birthday from his childhood. He studied shapes, he mastered potty training, learned to dance, learned to climb stairs. He got quite a few milestones when he was a baby. I worked really hard to get as many as I could. I'm not sure how many more he could have got, but we really tried as hard as we possibly could to get his milestones up, because I wanted to make sure that he didn't have a bad infancy. I think currently he's got a friend over from school. I'm not 100% sure where she is, but I was just chatting to her. Maybe she's left now. Isaac's left work today. Didn't get any kind of promotion or anything like that. I think I'm going to have to go and sort all of these Sims out, because it's not good that they don't have any hair or anything. I'm going to have him come home, and as soon as he's home he can fill out his reports, because I want to make sure that he is climbing his career as quickly as possible. He's gone straight to the computer as well, which is perfect. His hunger need is a little bit low. How is Russell doing? Russell needs to go to the loo. I'm not 100% sure what I want. I'll just let him have a wee in peace before I start talking about him. See, the baby's crying already. Here is Yanto and Rose having a chat. This is their dog too, Dalek. This was Cassandra's childhood dog, but I had her stay with Rose when she moved out, because Rose has a really good relationship with her and she's done quite a bit of training too. So as I was saying, now he's finished on the toilet, I'm not 100% sure what I want Russell to do with his life. I think I want him to have some active skill, and I'll have him be somewhat of a jock when he is in high school. But other than that, I'm not 100% sure, because his grandfather Paolo was in the fitness career and he got quite high up in there. So because I've done it so recently, I don't want Russell to go into the active career as well. But I was thinking perhaps I was gonna have him be a scientist or a doctor, because I never play with the get to work careers, and I'm really trying at the moment to kind of branch out in The Sims, because I do a lot of family gameplay where it's just a sim gets pregnant, gets married, has a baby, brings a kid up, the kid goes to school, goes to university, gets a career, rinse and repeat. So I'm trying to do as much more as I can. I have all of the packs and I rarely use them. I rarely use werewolves, I rarely use vampires, I rarely use the magic pack. I go on holiday to Outdoor Retreat every now and then, but I barely ever go to the Jungle Adventure and do the archaeology skill and stuff like that. So there is so much in this game that I just don't touch because it doesn't really fit my play style, but I've spent so much money on it that I need to start using it a bit more often, and I think it would open up my gameplay as well. Oh, she just fell over, did you see that? Cassandra is, I don't know if she's at work or an audition at the moment. She's at work. She should be home quite soon then. Yep, she is pregnant by the looks of it. She's in the second trimester. Has Isaac finished filling out his reports? No, he hasn't. How are you doing? Oh, there's his friend. I think she is one of the Greenbergs yeah, she's, I'm not sure if she's second generation Greenberg or third generation Greenberg, but she definitely is one of them. It's currently fall, so I decorated a little bit for Halloween. I'm not sure if Halloween's already been yet or not, so no, Halloween's tomorrow, which means everyone will have the day off, which will be nice. I think I'm going to have them two... My game's lagging again. I think I'm going to have Madison and Russell be quite close. I'm not sure if I want them to be childhood sweethearts or anything like that, but I want him to have like a really close friend so they can have a sleepover eventually. I think I might have them have the sleepover tomorrow with Halloween because I think that would be fun to do. But yeah, this is my current household. Like I said, I've been playing it for a couple of years. I think that I could probably be quite a few more generations in, just considering the time that I've been playing with it. But I often turn aging off when I'm playing with these sims because I have periods of time where I focus on just this household because this is the main household in this legacy. But I'll turn aging off every now and then and work on all the other families. Just because I like to make sure that they're progressing as I'm progressing. So I'll show you a couple of the other families that live around. I think I've got a couple in Solani. I have a goth branch of the Weeks saga as well. So Alexander got married to one of Cassandra's aunties and he has a few kids. I think that they're all dead now, so it'll just be the Weeks generation of the goths. But if we look, I can show you now. Yep, so here they are. I'm not actually 100% sure who lives here anymore. Okay, so Brianna the Baldy, Brianna D, and then they have quite a few kids as well. So this is actually 4th generation Weeks and Goth saga now. So I'll show you all of the kind of Weeks families that we have in this save at the moment. So we've obviously got Cassandra, Russell, and Isaac, the main household that I'm playing here. But then we've got Rose, who is her mum, and Yanto with his wife and kid, and the dog Dalek. These are the two that I'm focusing on at the moment because I think these are the only two families that I'm going to migrate over to the new save when I do it, because this is going to kind of be like a refresh of the legacy so we can move over to the new save and not have as many lags and glitches. This is why my game's lagging so much at the moment. Then we have the other 2 Weeks families that aren't the Goths that live in Willow Creek, who live in Tartosa and Sulani. The ones that live in Tartosa, these are 3 kids of Cassandra's auntie, and so that's Rose's brother and sister. They are the same generation as Cassandra, but I've kind of forgotten about them, to be honest. They just live all together in a big house in Tartosa. Then we have the Weeks that live in Sulani. They live off the grid. They've got quite a nice little house. I didn't actually realise that their parents had died up until now, which is kind of sad. But yeah, they live in Solani. We are quite close to these 3 because we go visit them. So that is the Weeks saga, as I call it. Like I said, I've had them for so long in this save file now that I think it's definitely time to move them over into a new one. I haven't loaded into this save in quite a while, and it's mad how laggy it is compared to the Growing Together save that I'm doing for the Let's Play that I'm doing. There's no lag in that whatsoever, but just because there's so many sims in this save file and I've been doing so much in it, it's just mad laggy. So I think I am going to make a video on how to migrate into a new save file with a legacy like this, so you can keep relationships and things like that and make sure that when you're moving over you can keep families that live separately but still have them connected and everything like that. So look out for that video coming in the next week or so, and thank you very much for watching this video.